Not to be seen. Sometimes being a highly sensitive man feels like standing in a room full of people and casting no shadow. You're present, you're kind, you're engaged, but somehow you're not fully seen. Not as a man, not as a partner, not as someone real. We are noticed, but in outline. A silhouette, perhaps. Nice guys, good listeners, safe, non-threatening companions. The ones women turn to for advice, emotional support, and deep conversations. But not always the ones they choose. We're invited into the inner sanctum of trust, but not into the sanctuary of intimacy. It's hard not to wonder, is it because they don't see us as men? There's a strange distortion in how some women perceive sensitive men. We're emotionally attuned, deeply observant, and often the first to notice someone's pain or unspoken needs. Yet to some, we appear more like outlines than beings. We're respected, maybe even appreciated, but not fully recognized. Not as protectors, not as providers, not as men. It's not all women, far from it, but enough to leave a mark. Enough to make many of us question our worth as potential companions. We're sometimes seen as the good friend or the safe one, someone to confide in, but not someone to desire. In that moment, we become two-dimensional figures, shadows of the real men they believe they're supposed to want. The cultural blueprint of masculinity is still deeply etched in the collective psyche. The archetype of the man as a strong, silent protector, the financial provider, the problem solver. These roles have long been valorized, and for good reason, in past generations. They were survival strategies. But HSP men offer something different. We provide safety through presence. We protect with insight. We solve problems not with hammers, but with heart. We do this quietly, often without needing recognition, but still, we long to be seen, to be recognized, not only for our depth, but for our full humanity, including our strength. There's a metaphor from Edwin Abbott's novella, Flatland, where two-dimensional beings cannot perceive the depth of three-dimensional life. It's a striking analogy for what I feel is when HSP men are reduced to emotional paper cutouts. Sometimes we feel like gossamer men, translucent figures others look through rather than into. Close enough when needed, but not quite real. We're offered temporary roles, emotional advisor, backup date, stand-in confidant, but rarely lead roles, rarely the choice. And that invisibility cuts deep. There's no easy way to talk about the quiet heartbreak of being perpetually misunderstood. We're not trying to play victim here, but we're pointing to a pattern many of us feel, yet rarely name. We want connection. We want to love and to be loved. We want to show up as whole men. And when we're only seen for the soft edges, never the spine, it creates a kind of ache. We give the late night advice calls, we hold space for grief, we celebrate successes with genuine joy, and yet we're left holding emptiness, wondering what we did wrong, when the answer is nothing. The real question becomes, how do we make ourselves visible? Not louder, not harder, but more fully. And here's what we're learning. See yourself first. If you can't honor your own complexity, don't expect others to do it for you. Speak from wholeness. Don't edit your truth to fit someone else's template. Hold boundaries. If someone only wants part of you, your kindness, your insight, your emotional labor, without embracing the rest, step back. Show your strength, not by controlling, but by staying grounded, being decisive, standing firm in your integrity. That is masculinity too. When we step fully into who we are, we stop asking for permission to exist. We become undeniably present. And to the women out there who do see us, we see you too. To the women who understand that strength and sensitivity are not opposites, thank you. To those who welcome men into emotional depth without diminishing their masculinity, we honor you. You're helping to reshape a generation of men and the stories they tell themselves. We are not whispers in the background. We are not outlines made of kindness with nothing beneath. We are full spectrum men. We are rooted. We are aware. We are powerful in ways this world is just beginning to recognize. So to my fellow HSP men, let yourself be seen. Start with a mirror. Start with your voice. Let the world adjust its lens. Because we are not made of paper. We are not made of fog. We are made of soul.